Hello, this is a video for Nebulax 123 and anyone interested in knife making materials. I've got some stuff for trade which I'm offering to Nebulax 123 or Nebula X123, and anything that he doesn't want is up to anyone else who has something good to offer. So the first item here is a block of false sandalwood. I'll put some dimensions up later, but false sandalwood's not a real common tree. It has very small limbs, so you'll often find that the pieces are very small, off small limbs. You get the two-tone effect in it. So that's block one. False sandalwood, sometimes called Buddha. Piece 2 is also false sandalwood. This one's got a nice straight grain, very tight grain, and on the cut there you'll see it's got some nice patterns and waves and things going on. Again, off a small piece, so you can see that's the pretty much the diameter of the log. It's just been trimmed down a bit, and that's that. There's a little bit of a blemish of inclusion there, which could be from one of the branches that came into the tree. So, but that should be all right. There shouldn't be an issue with that. Okay, this one's Silky 8. Now, just what I should do for you is just get a bit of water from my glass here and just wipe that over a little bit, and you'll see if I get the light right, you should be able to see the how nice that is. That's quite a nice bit of wood. And same with the original, the first piece. I'll go back to the number 1 again. Just put a little bit of water on there, and again brings out the colours nicely. So yeah, this one here is Silky Oak, which admittedly doesn't look too special, but there's a few things about Silky Oak. That is, if you look at it from different angles, you'll get different colours. So if you look just where my thumb is there, as I rotate it, see how it goes a bit darker, and it'll be even more so when I put a bit of water on there, and you can have a look at that. The other side's also nice, very light timber. It looks kind of like, I don't know, like a snake skin or something like that. I hope that comes out, but that's not the best Silky Oak you can get in the world, but it's not a bad piece. The next piece I'm going to show you is called Mulga. Now, Mulga's right up there with Lignum vitae and those kind of woods in terms of hardness. I'm just wetting it down. Beautiful red timber.
Not red timber, it's red timber.
Is it, darling? Yeah. That's my daughter Jessie.
Yeah, that's your daughter. Not my daughter, it's your daughter.
She's not, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not her daughter, she's my daughter. Now,
she's not my daughter, that's my daughter.
You got a daughter?
No, I don't, I got Dora.
You got Dora.
Yeah,
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah,
okay, sorry, daughter. Back on track here. We have some more Mulga.
I got my Dora.
Yep.
And my favourite Dora.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Why was he there?
So that was piece 4, and now we're going on to piece 5. Piece 5 is another piece of Mulga with some two-tone going on. You can see it's cut from a small log again. And I've wet that up to bring out the colour. Now, it's got 2 little wormholes. It's very common for Mulga to have worms and borer and so forth through the sapwood around the outside, but they very, very rarely penetrate into the heartwood. It is very heavy, very dense timber, very, very hard. That's hard like a knife if you feel it, and it's hard to work, and it's hard on your tools, but it's beautiful wood, lovely to work with. So I got next is piece number 6, which is another piece of
water.
Another piece of Silky Oak. Now this one here's got some nice medial what do you call them, lines going through it. Mental blank. rays or whatever they call them. So we get some nice changing patterns in there. It's got incredible depth to it. If this was in the sunlight, you'd see that. But just look at the way it changes colour from different angles. It's quite a nice bit of wood. This is not a very big piece of wood, mind you, and it's cut from a log that's a little bit spalted. It's an older log, so it has a little bit of spalting through it as well. And the other side's nearly as...
Not side that.
Yeah, the other side's nearly as nice.
No, the other side, not other side, the other side.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So the next thing I'm going to show you is some
Why you put it on there?
Jarrah.
Why you put it on there?
Jarrah's a species of eucalyptus, and it's got some nice wood. I'm just wetting it up here. I've got these are scales. I can make as many of these as people want within reason. I've got a fair bit of this. So Jarrah's an extremely hard wood. Again, it's as I said, part of the eucalypt family, and the grain's a little bit open on it, but it does polish up and hold a finish really well. And so that's Jarrah. Okay, item number 8's a short block, but it's a thick block, so you could make a number of pieces out of it. This is called red gum, which is a species of eucalypt, being a gum tree. And as you could be hopefully able to see, this has got a beautiful wavy grain around the end there. So I can get that to come out there, which I can't really, but it has nice ripples, so there's a wave that runs like that. So just to trace that again. And so that wave gives it some really nice patterns on that end, but it also, see if the other side comes up as well. Not really. Quite a delicate timber. It's very, very hard again, being another eucalypt, and you can see those, hopefully you can see these patterns in here. These aren't ripples in the wood, that's just in the grain as those bends come up and crest and go back into the timber. So that's quite a nice piece. As I said, very dense and quite a large piece, although it's not very long, so you should be able to get, I'll give you some measurements on this and post them up on the screen, but you should be able to get some nice, either like scales, or if you're doing a scandy or something, it'd make a couple of nice nice handles if you had a nice bolster to go with it. Alright, item 9 is another piece of red gum, and this one's long and thin. It's not long enough to get 2 scales out of, and it's a bit thin to do a handle out of, so maybe it's a bit useless, but at the same time it's still not a bad bit of wood. Just wetting it up here, and there it is there. Quite a nice bit of wood. I think you'd probably get 2 thin scales out of it if you split it on a bandsaw with a fine blade, but you won't be cutting it by hand. I wouldn't imagine it's too hard for that. It's very, very dense wood. Yeah, looks pretty nice. There's a few cracks coming in from the ends, as you can see. A few splits. It's cut from an older log, as you can see. Very well seasoned, but it would need to be trimmed, so you'd get a handle out of it for sure. All right, that's what I have ready and prepared, and what I have on the table to trade for you. Hopefully you like those, and there's something there you like, and yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you very much. Bye.